Get on the ground. You two, get on the ground. Hey! Come here. You're good. Just come over here. You're good. Come over here. Come over here. Is it just all y'all fighting?
Just him. No one's fighting, though.
Hey! Get on the ground. Do what you're told or you're going to get tased.
Okay, no.
Do what you're told. Everybody get on the ground now.
Horrendous scenes in DeSoto, Texas.
Do what you're told. I am not playing with you. Get on the ground. Just do what you're told. Do what you're told. Get on the ground now, or you're get on the ground now. On the ground now.
Stop resisting, sir.
Will you get your ass back? Get on get back. 30, step up cover. Get down now.
The officers arrive on the scene and brutalize this family.
Get down now. I said get down. Get down. Get down now. Get down. Down now. Now. Don't move. On your stomach. On your stomach. On your stomach. Now. Put your hands by your back. Hands by your back. Hands by your back.
Sir, do you even know why you're arresting people?
No one's under arrest. We're just detaining everybody.
No.
You're being detained. Calm down. Calm down or you're detained.
After using force to bring the family to the ground, they place them in handcuffs.
Relax. 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 Behind your back. Relax.
Nobody else is here. Nobody else is here.
Hey, 30. Send a second medic just in case. We have at least 2 people need to check out. What's your name? What's your name, man? Right here.
They deploy a taser on one of the kids for roughly 40 seconds, reports the Dallas Morning News.
So on to the next one, if you can, if you don't want to give it to you. No,
I'm
we're just
asking
trying
what her name is. I'm trying to
figure out who is who, man.
Yeah, you don't want to help us out.
Who is who.
Jay, let's really tell me your name. Because at this point, this is about what you see in the media.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm here trying to help. Okay, because I think so.
Trying to help and we still in
Listen, let me explain. Because I don't know what happened when I get here and we're trying to get control of the situation and no one cooperates. Yes, that's how shit in the media happens. Just work with us and things will calm down. No, you were not. Nobody even pulled a gun, so let's not even try that.
Okay, it was a taser, sir.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yes, because y'all were in the street trying to fight. So listen. Listen. Okay, listen. We're not going to argue. Listen, we're not going to argue, okay? No. Y'all all running in the roadway when I got here, so don't even try it. So listen, hear me out. Work with me, and I will work with you. If not, I have a duty to keep you safe to make sure the violence doesn't continue. And I know I can end the violence if you're all in jail. So work it out. No, ma'am.
It's too hot, sir.
The ground's not hot. The sun's not hot.
I cannot stand to be hot, sir. I have seizures, and I'm telling you, I need to get up.
Ma'am, come on now.
I need to get up. Because what happened, the main thing they said is everybody get on the ground. They didn't give us a chance to say anything, so we're trying to explain everything.
Do you think?
They start pushing everybody down.
Hear me out. When we show up, and there's 2 of us, and there's 7 of y'all, and everybody's yelling, you have people exiting cars coming towards us, listen to me, do you think that's a good time for me to listen to your story? Or do you think me, as the peace officer, should... Hold on. Do you think me as a peace officer, if you're not listening, you get what you get?
This video is appalling. Captured on police dash cam. Off camera, this is how officers spoke with the family.
You contributed to the situation. Disorderly conduct, you contributed, all y'all contributed to the situation turning into what it was. This could have been handled a whole lot easier. We go to calls all day, families fight. It never gets like this. This turned like this because of y'all and how y'all handled the situation. Okay? You talk about the media. When the police show up, we're in control. Do what you're told. The quicker, if y'all had all just sat down and did what you were told, we could have been done probably out of here already.
Of course, blaming the innocent is right in the playbook. Because of their actions, DeSoto police saw a lawsuit on their hands from the family of Sandy Anderson. The New York Daily News reported Texas police officers turned a calm situation into a nightmare and needlessly tased a 20-year-old after they responded to a call, family members claim. DeSoto resident Sammy Anderson had called the cops after two of her sons began to argue. Quote, "It was the worst decision I've ever made as a mom," Anderson told the Dallas Morning News. She said the argument never became physical. Quote, "I wanted them to come out and be the mediator. The boys never fought, but I wanted them to come out and be there to make sure that they could help diffuse the argument," explained Anderson. But by the time police got there was no argument. It was totally quiet. The officer's dash cam video shows Anderson and one of her sons walking toward their home and then turn around when they saw the officers patrol car lights. "We were not given the opportunity to even tell them what was going on," claims Anderson. "The first thing they did was draw their weapons." She said they didn't realize they were tasers and feared the worst. Sammy Anderson, as any mother would do, tried to jump in front of what she thought was a gun to protect her sons from being shot, explained their lawyer. So Anderson filed a complaint of police brutality. She claimed excessive force was used. Upon arriving, police immediately drew their tasers, which the Anderson family thought were guns, and ordered everyone to face down on the ground in the middle of the street. Quote, "It had been like 110 degrees that day," she recalled. "The ground was so hot. I don't understand how you go from us calling you to us needing to get on the ground." I'm thinking, back of my mind, I called and I asked for them to come, and now I have no control over what happens to my boys, she said. "This situation is out of control, and one of my sons could get killed. I taught them to always say yes, sir, and no, sir, to police officers," she said. "I was always proud that my sons had never been in trouble with the law, and I always raised them to stay out of trouble and do their best to be a productive citizen and respect officers and all of those around them. Always." KHOU reported Anderson and her family complied with police to get on the ground, but some of them did roll over and get up. Officers eventually used a taser on one of her sons and arrested two of them. NBC Dallas Fort Worth went further. "One of the most concerning about the events was despite the fact that the DeSoto Police Department has emphasized the importance of officers wearing body cams and recording events on body cams. Out of 6 officers on the scene that night, only 5 had on body cameras. Furthermore, only 1 body camera remained turned on during the entirety of the events, and not one single camera recorded everything that happened, including Grant being tased. My reaction was that I wouldn't get justice for simple reason that if the cams were on, they would see I was being tased and where I was being tased," he explained, who, along with his brother Samuel, were arrested and accused of interfering with officers, but charges, of course, were later dropped. Right now, our lawsuit is based on racial profiling, unlawful detention, unlawful arrest, excessive force, and inadequate training, said their lawyer about the federal civil rights lawsuit. DeSoto Police Chief Joseph Costa said that the officers had done nothing wrong, and they were cleared by an internal affairs review.
"You contributed to the situation. Disorderly conduct, all y'all contributed to the situation turning into what it was. This could have been handled a whole lot easier."